Namaste, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. So today we'll be using a couple of blocks and a blanket. Time to get ready. So, guest musician Jake Eisen. Thank you, Jake. We're gonna start off in a child's pose, and I have something to read to you before we get there. It's about balancing the elements of our lives. The yogic philosophy teaches that we, like everything, are made up of earth, water, fire, air, and ether. Living by Patanjali's eight-limbed path helps us to balance these elements within us, leading to santosha, true contentment with what we have and are in life. Once we ourselves feel balanced, the world around us will also feel balanced. So let's drop in, cultivate a little balance. And take a moment just to get settled in, let your eyes close. Tune into your breath. And just notice how you feel, what you brought here. See if you can suspend your judgment and just become a witness to what is. Thoughts, sensations. Just allowing yourself this time just to be as you are. Let's take the right hand, slide it behind the left elbow, reach across. Start to deepen your breath, expanding into your lower lungs. Switch sides. And we'll rise up, come into a kneeling position. Use your blanket underneath your knees if you need to. We're going to tuck the toes, bring weight back into the heels, stretching out the soles of the feet. Relax your shoulders here, take a deep breath. And remember that even though this is maybe a little intense, it's only temporary, so try to roll with it. If you need to, bring your hands to the earth for less pressure on the feet. Take the tops of the feet down and then lean back. Maybe you lift your knees off the mat. Stretching the ankles. forward to table. With your hands on the earth, turn your fingers to face you. Walk your knees forward and stretch the wrists by sinking the hips back. So it's nice, before putting pressure on these joints, our wrists, our ankles, just to give them a little extra attention, because these are delicate areas of the body. And especially if we're doing a lot of typing, or even holding the phone, or sometimes have a tendency to build up tension in the wrists and the hands. Okay, relax. Take the tops of your hands down, fingers pointing toward one another, just a gentle pressure, pressing down. Okay, do a few rotations, rotating inward. Deep breath. And reverse. Okay. Coming on to fours. Let's get the spine warmed up with a few cat-cows. Tucking the chin, rounding the back as you exhale. Pull your navel in. Breathe in, come forward, lift your head, tilt your tailbone up. And just try to create fluidity within the body. Easy movement. You're gonna let your eyes close. Tuning into any nuanced sensation. Okay, we'll come back up to neutral. Press your right hand to center of the mat. Breathe the left arm up. You might look up towards your left hand, stretching the neck. Exhale. Take the left hand across. Reach the right arm forward. Deep breath here. Okay, press up. Again, reach the left arm high. Deep breath. And reach the left arm forward. Pull your navel to your spine. Feel your core engaged. Extend your right leg behind you, toes touching the floor. Press out through the right heel. Stretch long through the left fingertips. Deep breath. Exhale, back to the earth. Left hand presses down, right arm reaches, inhale. Full breath in, reach. And right hand comes behind the left. Left arm forward. Okay, left hand back and breathe the right arm up once again. And reach the right arm forward. Extend your left leg behind you, touching the toes to the floor. Press out through the heel. Pull the navel in, feel your core engaged as you reach. Deep breath. Exhaling, we'll come back to table. Bring both forearms down. Walk your knees back a hair so that you could bring your heart toward the earth. Melting heart pose. Breathing into the shoulders, into the chest. Full deep breaths. Okay, walk your knees forward. Take your hands toward your heels. Rise up, come into a kneeling position, and interlace your fingers behind you. Press your palms together. Draw both hands toward the earth. Take a deep breath. Let's place both hands shoulder distance apart. Table. Let your toes tuck under. Lift your hips up and back. Take a look at your hands. Make sure that your wrist creases are straight across, just like the top edge of the mat. Fingers spread out and press your fingertips down. Bend your knees a bit and bring your heart toward the earth. Breath. Come forward, plank pose, navel pulled in. Press out through your heels and lengthen the crown of your head forward. Strengthening the arms and the core. Let's take the right knee forward for pigeon. And bring your right foot toward your left hand. Slide your left knee back. And try to make sure that your left leg is straight out behind you. Full breath in, and moving forward toward the mat. Maybe come down to your forearms, breathing deeply here. Remember that these movements although some may be uncomfortable, challenging, the intention behind each movement is important. So you always want to work in ways that are nourishing for your body, healing, right? Bringing balance back into the body is what we're aiming for. And just a few more breaths here. Okay, walk your hands back. Now with the right leg forward, we're going to turn, quarter turn to the left. And get your sit bones grounded. Left leg is extended out. Take a deep breath, tall spine. And start to work your way forward in between your knees. Remember to be patient with your body. You don't need to push or force your way anywhere. Walk your hands to the left, and you can either use a block or just prop your left elbow onto your left shin for a side bend. Roll the right shoulder open and reach the right arm up and over. If that's a little bit much for your shoulder, then take your right hand around your lower back. Breathe into the right side of the body. Side bends are one of the best ways to help expand breath into the rib cage. Stretching out the sides of the body actually helps to increase lung capacity. And why is that important? Because breathing is good. Rise up. Place your block at the front of your mat, the right side. You're going to press up with the right knee sliding underneath the right hip, so you want your right thigh to be straight up and down, perpendicular to the floor. Press your left foot flat against the floor and press into the outer edge of the left foot. Okay. Your right foot can come more behind you for balance. And then we're going to reach up with the left arm for a little bit of a side bend / back bend, leaning back a little bit. Deep breath. Opening up the left shoulder toward the sky. And then reach the left arm forward, opposite of the left leg. Take one more deep breath. Reach out. And then lower back onto all fours. With your hands shoulder distance apart, spread out your fingers, tuck your toes, and press back into down dog. Knees bent, heart toward the earth, navel pulled in, and the hips lifted. Take a deep breath. A little bit of shaking is good. It's like energy moving through the body then in places that maybe it hasn't moved in a while. Breathe in, come forward, plank. And we'll move through chaturanga, a low push-up. Exhale, keep your elbows close into your body. Come down all the way. Breathe in, lift your heart, your shoulders for a cobra. If you want to go deeper, straighten your arms to upward facing dog. Take a deep breath. And exhale, pressing back into child's pose. So for purposes of filming, I'm gonna switch sides. But take the left knee forward from downward facing dog, setting up a pigeon. Slide the right foot back. Make sure the right leg's straight out behind you. Deep breath, lifting the heart. And we'll come forward. Take it slow. This side could be a little different from the other side. You always want to remain mindful from side to side because we're not always the same from side to side. So we got to respect where we're at, where our bodies are. Being okay with what is, that's part of that lesson of santosha or contentment. Slide your hands back. I'm going to turn to the right. Sit up tall. And with the right leg extended out, take a deep breath in. And start to move forward. in between the knees. One breath at a time. Okay, we'll walk both hands over to the right. You can use your block or put your elbow on your shin for a side bend, taking the top shoulder open. Left arm can reach up and over or around the lower back. Breathing into the left side. Remember, anchor yourself within your breathing. If your mind starts to go places, just gently guide yourself back with the use of your breath, concentrating on the inhale and the exhale. We'll rise up, taking the block, the front of your mat, press into both hands, rise up, slide your left knee underneath your left hip, right foot flat, the left foot comes behind you so that you can balance, rising up, breathe in with the right arm reaching high. Press into the outer edge of the right foot, lean back a little. You take the right arm, reach it opposite of the right leg. Place both hands and knee on the earth, and we'll come back into child's pose. Reach your hands forward, press into your palms, rise up into down dog. Knees bent, navel pulled in, fingers spread out. Deep breath. Inhale forward to plank. Remember, you could use your knees on the earth for a little softer edge on plank pose. Navel's pulled in, keep your elbows close, lower slowly to the earth. All the way down, take a breath in as you lift your heart, shoulders, maybe straightening the arms. exhale. We'll come back into child's pose one more time. And make your way to lying on your back. Bring your knees into your heart and make a circle. Massaging the sacrum. Switch direction. And place both feet on the earth. Your arms alongside you. Pull your navel to your spine, tilt your tailbone up. Slowly lift your hips up. Rising into bridge pose. Press your knees toward the wall in front of you. Take a deep breath, lift a little higher. Exhale, come back down. Take your knees into your heart. Bring your arms out in a T and drop the knees over to the left side. Turn your head to the right. Breathe in to come back to center. Exhale, change sides. Head turns left. Again, come through center. Take both hands on either your outer shins or your feet. And we'll do happy baby pose. Just a little rock side to side, feeling the enjoyment of movement in the body. We'll relax into Shavasana for a couple of minutes. Give yourself time to just do nothing, right? Bring your arms and your legs a little wider than the mat. Turn your palms to face the sky. Bring your shoulders a little closer together. So you feel the front of your body soften. Take a deep breath. Make a sound. Let something go. Again, if you got anything that you need to let go of, which pretty much we all do, take a deep breath. Make a sound. Alright. You can let go of your practice, let go of your breathing. And give yourself this time just to let your body rest and heal. Gently begin to awaken, deepening your breath, moving your body in small ways. Rotate your wrists, your ankles. Stretch your arms overhead, bring your feet together. Take your knees into your heart. Send yourself some gratitude, love and kindness. Doing something good for yourself today, taking this time to nourish yourself. Rock over to one side and press yourself up. Let's come to a seated position using the blanket. And before we continue, you can grab your journal. And what I'd like you to write about today is sort of what we talked about earlier. Santosha being contentment. So write about what contentment looks like to you in your life. Maybe what you aspire to find within your life that brings you contentment. Okay, let's take just another minute or two to sit up tall. Take your shoulders down your back. You can rest your hands on your thighs. Let your eyes close and just feel like as if there were a balloon attached to the top of your head. You feel a slight lift of the crown where the chin is just slightly tucked under. And with your eyes closed, take a breath. Tune into how you feel. Resting in the breath. Remember, it's not about clearing your mind. It's rather just returning to breathing in between thoughts. Bringing both hands together, rub your palms, place your thumbs at your sternum, your heart center, taking a moment to bow in, honor yourself and your practice. May you be light in mind, body, and spirit. May you be safe and free from harm. May you be free of fear, affliction, anger, and worry. Namaste. Good job, everybody. Hope this serves you well. I'm looking forward to, at some point, getting together in a live class, socially distanced, outdoors, when the weather is nice. If you have suggestions for a time, email me and see if we can make that happen. Have a great weekend.